Alright, what's up? I think I'm gonna do the power rankings for Guh Guh Fantasy 2026. Wanted to rank them on who I think the best team, who I think is the worst team, and who's in the middle. So yeah. 14th place I have Lamar Shifty. Very self-explanatory. He has an auto-drafted team. He has a weak running back core. He has injury concerns at QB, injured players already, and he has weak flex spots. And I also am not a big fan of his bench. I don't think it's that deep. The positives, however, he does have solid wide receivers. He has very good tight ends, and he has a solid defense. Yeah, that's why Lamar Shifty is number 14. At 13, I have Leah Worm. I think she is a weaker QB. Unsure running backs. I'm unsure about her running backs. I'm not a big fan of tight end that she has currently in. Just flex spots concerns, but she does have good depth throughout the team. Justin Jefferson could explode depending on how his QB play. And she has a top defense and a good kicker. So number 12 now, I have T Murder TTK. Now, I'm not a big fan of his running back choices. I think he has weaker receivers. And he also has a washed tight end and weaker defense nowadays. He has Philadelphia defense. I don't think that's the best defense lately. However, he does have a great fantasy QB with Lamar Jackson. He's a good kicker. He's a good backup QB in case Lamar Jackson is inconsistent or his bye week, or if Lamar Jackson has a bad matchup, he can always throw in his backup. And Ashton Genty could explode. I'm not sure about Ashton Genty, so I put that as a negative and a positive. So yeah, it's number 12, T Murder. Number 11, Matty DW. I have Justin Herbert being unreliable. He has a weaker wide receiver core. I'm unsure about the flex spots and tight end weak point. I gave that a question mark because I'm not sure if it will be a weak point, but we'll have to see. Now, he does have a good kicker. He has a solid defense, and he has Saquon Barkley, which he can explode at any moment, and he's a consistent running back overall. His bench could have hidden gems as well, if he decides to look into those. Number 10, I have JWBL Baller. I think Patrick Mahomes coming off an injury is a concern. He has a weaker running back too. Not a big fan of his wide receiver core. He has a lot of risky plays. However, he does have the best tight end with a question mark because I'm not sure the best tight end will be. I think it's Brock Bowers, but he went with the other one, so that's why I have the question mark. But he has risky play. His risky plays could pay off. He has a solid defense, a good kicker, and he has Bijan Robinson. So it's second best running back in the draft. And he has a deep bench. But yeah. And number 9, I have unknowns. I think he has older players. He has a weaker defense. He has injury concerns, and he has questionable bench with Tyreek and Pacheco. Tyreek doesn't even have a team right now, so I'm not sure if he should even have him on his bench, but he could get a team soon, so you never know. And Pacheco, he's starting to fall off on the Chiefs as well. Kenneth Walker will take over and be the number one option, obviously. However, he does have great running backs. He's a reliable kicker. Stafford's coming off of a monster year, and he has a solid tight end. That's why he deserves number 9. Number 8, I have John Spawn. I think he has a weak bench. He has weaker wide receivers. I'm unsure about Trevor Lawrence, but I could be wrong. And is Derrick Henry still a good fantasy pick with a question mark? I'm not sure if he is a good fantasy pick in 2026. We'll have to see. He does have good running back depth. He prioritized running back in the draft, and you can tell. He's a very reliable tight end. He has the best defense. He has the good kicker. If Trevor Lawrence has a good year, then he will skyrocket, I think. So he could definitely go up in the power rankings if Trevor Lawrence has a good year. Number 7, I have 6-shooter Steve. I think he has a weak RB2. He has a flex spot concerns. He has a weak bench. He has unreliable secondary wide receivers and a weaker defense. However, he does have a good QB, a good wide receiver 1, good tight end, and a good kicker. I don't know how else to say that, but basically the good players he has brought him up to number 7 on the power ranking. Number 6, I have Big Cheeks. I'm wondering, can Dak have a good year? He has unreliable running backs, and he has a weaker tight end. He does have an insane wide receiver core. He has a good defense, and he has a good kicker, and he also has good bench depth, which could help him in the long run compared to the rest of us. Number 5, I have Taco Peen. I think he has a weak secondary running back. He has weak secondary running backs. I'm unsure about his bench, and he has a weaker tight end with a question mark. I'm not sure about his tight end yet. He has great receivers. He has a consistent quarterback, and he has the best kicker and the good defense. So that's why I think he deserves number 5. So number 4, I have Mitchell P. I think he has weak flex spots, a weaker kicker, and I'm not a big fan of his running backs, and he has a weak wide receiver too. However, he does have Josh Allen and Jackson Smith, so that could bring him up a lot. That's why he's number 4. And he has a great defense and a solid tight end. Number 3, I have TW Race. I think I'm number 3. I don't think I can put myself higher because the other 2 teams I think are just a little bit better. I have bench concerns. I'm relying on AJ Brown in a new system. Jalen Warren could lose targets from Aaron Rodgers this year. I'm not sure. He has weaker flex spot. I have weaker flex spots. I have a good QB, however. I think I have great running backs, and I have a good tight end and a good defense. But I don't think I have a good enough team for the top 2, unfortunately. 2, sorry, Novell Hub, but I have you at number 2. I think he's relying on a rookie running back. I'm not a big fan of his wide receiver core, and he has a weaker tight end, but he could get weaker quarterback play out of Sam Darnold, but we'll have to see. But he does have Jahmyr Gibbs. He has a good kicker. He has a good bench compared to everyone else, and he has a Super Bowl QB, so it could pay off for him because Sam Darnold is very consistent. That's why he got to the Super Bowl in the first place. Then number 1, I have Isaac Moore. I think Isaac Moore is the best overall team. However, he does have risky wide receivers. He has an inconsistent tight end. He has a weaker defense compared to others, and he has a weak bench. But he has insane running back core. QB can explode. He has a good kicker, and he's projected 130 plus points already. And I think that makes sense for what his team looks like right now. And I have to have him at number 1. We'll have to see. This is the beginning of the season, so it could go either way. I think any of these teams could win the league, except maybe Lamar. I'm not sure about Leah's team yet. So I think Lamar and Leah are the weak ones, unfortunately. Sorry, Leah, if you do watch this.